Okay, with age word problems, we've got two things in this particular problem that are true. It says Alexis is 3 times as old as Isaiah and is 28 years older. So we'll say Isaiah is X. And then there's two expressions we could say about Alexis. She's 3 times as old, so that would be 3x. And she's 28 years older, so that would be x plus 28. Now, since both of these are true, we're just going to make both of these equal, because both of them are referring to Alexis. Then we just solve, subtract x from each side. Oops, I put 29 instead of 28. Let me fix that. Okay, and then you get 2x equals 28. Divide by 2, and x equals 14. Since x refers to Isaiah, or represents Isaiah, x happens to be our answer. So how old is Isaiah? He is 14. Okay, Daniel is 3 times as old as Jessica and is 40 years older than Jessica. So Jessica is going to be x this time. So Daniel, we could say 3x, or we can say 40 years older, which is x plus 40. Now we make them equal to each other. 3x equals x plus 40. Then we subtract x. So 2x equals 40. Divide by 2. X equals 20. Okay, but this time it asks for Daniel's age. X is how old Jessica is. So to find Daniel, we could do 3 times x, or 3 times 20, which is 60. Notice if we do 20 plus 40, we also get 60. So Daniel is 60 years old. Okay, for the rest of these, we're going to actually use a table. And I've already got the table started. It says Susan is 50 years older than Brian. And that would be right now. So we'll say Brian is our x. And Susan is going to be 50 years older. So that would be x plus 54. Then it says 4 years ago. So we can use that to finish filling in the table. X plus 54 minus 4 would be x plus 50. And then this would just be x minus 4. Because it was 4 years ago, we're subtracting 4 from each of those. Now, make that smaller, we can use that to write our equation. It says 4 years ago. We're going to use this sentence right here. Susan was. So Susan is x plus 50 was, or equals. Make that plus sign better. And then 4 times as old as Brian. So 4 times Brian, which is x minus 4. How old is Brian now? Now we can solve our equation. Let's start by distributing. Get 4x minus 16. Then we subtract x from each side. So 50 equals 3x minus 16. Add 16. Running out of room there. Make that a little bit smaller. Okay. So you get 66 equals 3x divided by 3. 22 equals x. Now the question is, how old is Brian now? And then we look at Brian's age now, which is x. So x is our final answer. Alright, Mike is 42 years older than Susan. So Susan's going to be our x this time. Mike is 42 years older. So x plus 42. Then it says 6 years from now. So since it's 6 years later, we're adding 6 to each of these. So 42 plus 6 should be 48. And then here we just have x plus 6. Alright, now we'll write our equation. I said 6 years from now, Mike will be, so Mike will be, or equals, 4 times as old as Susan. So 4 times Susan, which is x plus 6. And then it says how old is Mike now. So let's solve x plus 48 equals 4x plus 24. Subtract x. So 48 equals 3x plus 24. Subtract 24. 24 equals 3x. Divide by 3. 8 equals x. Okay, now the question is how old is Mike? So we need Mike's age now, which is x plus 42. So we take our x, which is 8, plus 42, and we get 50. So that would be Mike's age now. Jessica is 91 years old, and Larry is 29 years old. In how many years will Jessica be 3 times as old as Larry? So right now, we know Jessica is 91, and right now, we know Larry is 29. Since it says in how many years, we'll put in x years. So we'll add x, because that's our unknown. Okay. Now it says in how many years will Jessica be 3 times as old as Larry? So we have Jessica will be, or equals, 3 times Larry's age, which is 29 plus x. Now we solve, and then 3 times 29 is 87, plus 3x. So subtract your x. 91 equals 87 plus 2x. Subtract 87. So 4 equals 2x, divide by 2, and 2 equals x. Since x represents the number of years it'll be, and we're wanting to know how many years, x will be our answer. Will be in 2 years.